one of my favorite, actually, yes. So my first or second favorite portion of this tool for trading. So these are trading signals page screen, and it's a stock screener and trading signal screen. And one of the super cool things about this is that you can go back in time and see exactly what it looked like. Say I want to go back to 2nd of August. So on 2nd of August, these were the technical indicators as they stood. There were 6 bullish, and we rank the ones that have slightly higher weightings as high. That's what this bracket high means. So there were 6 stocks that had new 52-week highs, for example. There was one that had a MACD crossover. There were none that had price crossing over the 15-day moving average, for example, on this specific day. I mean, what is good about this is that for these indicators, the exact day it happened, it might be more interesting as to exactly, might constitute better entry points. And again, it's super good for back testing and for analyzing even your previous trades. So to go back to current day 18, for example, so let's say I want to see the exact stocks that make up this list. Let's look at, say, the ones price above 15-day moving average, where the price are above 15-day moving average, for example. I can just click here and I can see all of the ones that are above, their price are above their 15-day moving average. I can actually save. I can have my own, I could add all of this straight into my watch list, add all of them to my simulated portfolio, or I can download them. And I can actually make this my own personal screen by saving it into, right now I don't have anything that I've saved yet. So, and you can scroll through the different items right there. Now, let us say, okay, what exactly are these things? How do I do a little bit of a drill down? So for Dangote Cement, for example, I can just click here and look at the fundamentals. The fundamentals here are all of the company reports, right? So for 2023, these are all the company reports, the financial statements, the quarterly statements, the audited financial reports. Everything is right here. And I can click on that to download the report and then view it. Again, we can drill into this in a more detailed recording. The other interesting thing that I think would be very interesting for people to see here, especially technical indicators, let's assume we take FBN Holdings, for example. I can simply click on this here to bring up a chart. So you can chart on anything. You get these different windows. So let me just drag that over there. Actually, then, for better viewing, let me expand that. Now, the chart options up there, I can expand that, right? So let me say I choose my period to be 1 year, Okay, yeah, so that's interesting. So that's how FBN has been doing over the past year. I can see a dip over here, and it can actually tell me the precise time in which it dipped. So that was the 14th of July when the price became 1580. Okay, so how does this stock currently look? I can overlay the 15-day moving average, for example. Also overlay another item there, the 50-day moving average. For me personally, these are usually the things I track very significantly, 15 and the 50-day moving averages. As you can see, the MACD chart is right there. Now I can add the volume chart. So I can see, okay, I get a feel that FBN trading volume tends to be normal mostly, but clearly, obviously, there was this massive spike that happened on the 5th of July. It'd be interesting to drill into that and see exactly what happened there. Now, the other thing you can do is that you can choose a different indicator. For example, I could choose the RSI. The RSI becomes important for knowing these RSI crossovers, whether it's especially the critical ones like 30 and 70. Again, you can use that to gauge whether these are good entry points or exit points, as the case might be. So now, apart from that, let's assume I have that chart, this chart already. I can kind of move this to the side over here. And then I might want to compare this, So let me load up another chart. I get a different window, and this is Dangote Cement. The same thing again, I can change my period. I usually like to look at some minimum of 1 year or thereabouts. I can see Dangote Cement, how it looks like. Again, I can select overlays more, let's say in the 50-day moving average. And then one of the other things I can do here, just for depending on what I like, I can choose the area format, for example, and it overlays it so I can see. It makes it easier, to kind of look at exactly how the 50-day moving average, how it overlays on that chart line. And of course, I can close them as I'm